CBS presents this program in color.
Welcome to our first show that we're doing. I'm real excited and very, very happy that you're all with us tonight. Looks like we got a nice full group. Could you bump up the lights so I could see? Oh! Gorgeous. While we're getting ready back there before the opening number, I just thought it'd be nice to come out and chat and get to know you, and you'd get to know me and everything before we start. So if you have any questions at all you'd like to ask, don't hesitate to ask. Anything at all you want to know about the show or who's on or what? Yes, sir. Who's on? Oh, you just thought that up. Well, we have some regulars on this show I'd like to tell you about first. There's a scene in the show that we're going to do later, which is really based on truth. I raised my kid sister, Chris, and so we're going to do a section based on that, a sketch. And the girl that's playing my sister, she'll be a regular whenever we do that sketch. She'll be on playing my sister, and her name is Vicki Lawrence. And my real sister called up when she found out that we were going to do this and wanted the part, asked me about it. And I told her she wasn't the type. Actually, though, she's not. She's too old now to play a teenager. She's 22, and she's about 5'9" and looks like Sophia Loren. When I was raising her, I was embarrassed to take a bath in front of her. And then another gentleman I'm really thrilled about is Harvey Korman. He was on the Danny Kaye Show for 4 years, and so he'll be on every week. And our special guest tonight is my very dear friend. In fact, he's the godfather of my new baby, my new little girl, Jim Nabors. Any other questions? Like that? Anything? Yes, ma'am.
Do you get nervous now after being such a professional for so long?
Do I get nervous when we have to do... No. Any other questions? No. Are we going to sing any songs? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I will be singing. Thanks for asking, Uncle Joe. You're cute. Any other questions?
What date will this show be shown?
It's a good night, I think. The time spot's a little strange, 3 o'clock in the morning. But, no, actually, we're opposite I Spy and The Big Valley. And they're two of my favorite shows, and I was real upset, about being opposite I Spy. NBC is moving them to Monday nights and opposite us because I was dying to have Bill Cosby and Bob Culp on our show. And now, that we're opposite each other, never the twain shall meet. So we were going to try to get Pearl Bailey on We'll Do a Takeoff. Yes, sir.
How old are you?
That's all the time we have now. How old do you think I am? And be careful. Huh? 26, you're right. Up here. Well, nobody's perfect. Did I see another hand, or did you wish to be excused, sir? Huh? Yes, sir.
I loved you when you did Stanley with Buddy Hackett. Are you ever going to repeat any of it?
What a memory you have. I did the Stanley Show with Buddy Hackett in 1956. I was 10. That was the first big job I ever had. It was on, I think, about 26 weeks, and I was on for a few of the segments and everything. Oh, the most important thing I wanted to explain to you about, I talked about my regulars on the show. Vicki Lawrence is going to play my sister, and Harvey Korman, who's going to be on every week. And then we figured, because I have a little trouble sometimes making announcements and things like that. So naturally, you hire an announcer. And so they auditioned a whole passel of people, tall ones, short ones, skinny ones, fat ones and everything. And they couldn't make up their minds, so I went into the office and I picked out this fella because after all, the most important thing for an announcer is his voice, right? So I'd like you to meet the fella I picked out who's going to be our regular announcer, Lyle Waggoner. Would you come?
Yes, Carol?
It's just wonderful that you're going to be with us, Lyle. We're very thrilled to have someone like you with such a beautiful voice. I think it's going, oh, God.
Are you all right, Carol?
Yeah. That cutie's got 5 fingers. Oh, I'm really thrilled, and I know you're going to be a big help to me. Just the simplest little announcements are hard for me to do.
Oh, well, Carol, there's really nothing to it.
Yeah?
The important thing is to relax, be casual,
Oh, yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this word from our sponsor.
Did you hear those shoulders? I don't think I could ever do that. I just don't know how you can, be so relaxed. Is there a secret?
Carol, the posture is important.
Uh-huh.
You should stand straight, relax, but stand straight, and try and control the breathing from the abdominal muscles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, la, la, la. You can actually feel them working in there if you do it right.
You can. Can I try it?
Oh, yeah. Now, la, 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 la. There, do you feel the muscles?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
You try it.
Okay. Like this. La, 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 la. Would you see if you can...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Now, go ahead.
La, 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 ooh, la, la, la.
Oh, I don't know, Carol. I think we might have to spend quite a bit of time together on this.
Oh, that'd be too bad.
I hope I can help you.
Oh, I know. You'll be a very big help, Lyle.
Well, I'll do my best.
I know.
And I'll see you later.
Okay. We almost hired Harry Von Zell.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's the Carol Burnett Show, brought to you by Pittsburgh Paints, makers of Wall Hide, the new wall paint that does half your work.
Welcome to VIP, the television program that traps celebrities in their own homes. VIP is more than just a television interview. It is an invasion of privacy. And now, here is your host, F. Lee Corman.
Did you hear those shoulders? Good evening. And for those of you who are watching a rerun of this show, good morning. Tonight, VIP pries into the life of the most famous child star in the history of motion pictures, Shirley Dimple. Now, recently, Miss Dimple, following a new show business tradition, announced that she will enter the political arena. Shirley Dimple lives in this comfortable, old-fashioned house with her husband, her 2 children, and fairy godmother. It is strategically located in Northern California, midway between the show business capitals of the world, Hollywood and Sacramento. Miss Dimple? Shirley, where are you?
Hello, I'm Shirley Dimple. What's your name?
I'm F. Lee Corman.
Oh, we've been expecting you. Say hello, Teddy.
Hello.
Say hello, Bunny.
Can I ask you how old you are, or should I mind my own business?
I'm 21.
Yes, but you made your first movie in 1935.
Mind your own business.
Oh, by the way, what's that on the mantle?
Oh, those are George Murphy's dancing shoes. I had them bronzed.
Well, what do you think of Mr. Murphy?
Not too much. I carried all his scenes. I told him to get out of show business and do something worthwhile.
Well, he's a senator now.
I know. Nobody ever listens to me.
Shirley, do you still keep up with the movies?
Oh, yes. I can still do all my old routines. On the good ship, Lolita, it's a sweet trip to Canada. Do you remember that one?
Oh, I sure do.
You better.
Know what I meant, Miss Simple, is do you have any interest in the new movies?
Oh, no, not really. Ugh. They have too much hugging and kissing in them.
Oh, that didn't happen in your movies, eh?
Oh, no, not in my movies. But Mommy and Daddy would hug and kiss me every payday.
Miss Simple, tell us, what do you think of President Johnson?
He has no right to be in politics. He's never even made one movie.
Shirley, would you do that again, Shirley?
Don't ask me too many times.
Tell me, Miss Dimple, seriously,
Out with it.
do you consider yourself a left-winger or a right-winger?
I'm a bucking winger. Animal crackers in my soup. You remember that one?
Oh, I'm afraid not, Shirley. That was a little before my time.
That wasn't very nice. Jane Withers said something to me once in a movie that wasn't very nice. And you know what happened to her?
No.
My fairy godmother changed her into a plumber. Oh, goodness gracious, the big hand is on the spree. I've got to see my pediatrician.
Oh, well, what's wrong with you?
Oh, he doesn't know whether it's chicken pox or hardening of the arteries. It's a very great honor for me to introduce this fella because, you hear a lot of introductions where people say he's my best friend and so forth. Well, he really is just about the closest friend we have out here in California, and we love him very much, and I know you do. And I was so pleased that he agreed to do our first show. So please welcome a dear, dear person, Mr. Jim Nabors.
Siamo qui, noi sola, come ogni sera, ma tu sei più triste ed io lo so perché. Forse tu vuoi dirmi che non sii felice, che io sto cambiando e tu mi vuoi lasciare. You don't have to say you love me just because I can. You don't have to stay forever.
would be great.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Well, let's hurry. We'll miss the ski lift.
Come on.
Dear Mom, I've really been having a rotten time. I'm thinking of checking out of here and coming home. I haven't met anybody up here who's my type. Hi there.
Oh, hi there.
Does your wife know you broke your leg?
Oh, I'm not married. Can I help you to the sofa? No, I was just resting a minute.
Oh, no, I can help you. It'd be kind of like the blind leading the blind.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, thank you very much. It's real nice.
Oh, no, my bad. Just put your arm around my shoulder like that. That's it. Boy, it can be exhausting on crutches, and do I know. Last year, I broke my leg in 2 places, Denver and Chicago.
Well, how's your arm?
It's fractured. I broke it when I was checking in the other night. I tripped over my luggage. How'd you break your leg?
Don't you remember?
Remember what?
Well, when you tripped over your luggage, you fell right on me.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, are you all right?
Yeah, thanks.
Gee, I'm awful sorry about that. Here we go.
That's all
Just
right.
get over here to the couch, and then you give me your crutches, and you can lower yourself down. Oh, wait. Oh, are you all right? Let me help you here. Here. Oh. Here, just a second. Take hold of my arm. And you. Oh, not that one. No. Right up here. Just lower yourself there. That's it. Oh! I'm sorry, your shirt.
Oh, that's all right. It was an old one anyway. You can just throw it away.
Oh, no. It'll make a nice bandage. Here,
Thought of that.
let me get your crutches for you.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about that. There you go. Oh. Ooh, ouch.
Something wrong with your neck?
Whiplash.
Automobile accident?
No. Last year, my wheelchair was struck from behind.
Terrible.
Hey, would you do me a favor?
Well, sure, what?
Well, would you be the first person to honor me with your signature on my cast?
Well, sure. You'll sign mine.
Okay. Hey, by the way, what's your name?
Willis Huggins.
Hi, I'm Clara Miller. It's nice to meet you. Oh, here you go. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, the pen stuck right in your hand.
Oh, that's all right. I needed something to write with anyway.
Oh. Here, you put your foot up on.
Oh, yes.
And then we can. Oh, careful.
Oh,
There we go.
do you like skiing?
No, I really hate it. But my mother wanted me to come up here, hoping I might meet a rich doctor. I don't know. She's so scared I'm going to be an old maid.
Just like my mother.
Is your mother an old maid?
Well, almost. She didn't get married till she was 16, and back home, that's really marrying late.
Oh.
I'll tell you.
There, I'm finished. Ooh, I'm sorry it went right through.
I felt it.
Oh, gee, ooh. Oh, gee, I'm sorry about that.
Well, what did you say on my cast, Clara?
Oh, to Willis. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm anemic. How about you? Sorry. Hey, Willis? What'd you write on my cast? I can't see upside down.
I'm not sure I can either.
Yeah?
You're so pretty, you're so fair, you're so ready for Medicare.
Hey, I tell you what. Why don't you put your leg up on this table? Because it's so much better to keep elevated and
well,
everything.
thank you
Here,
very
here,
much.
right there, Willis. Not on my good hand,
Oh,
Willis.
I'm sorry. That must hurt awful.
Well, I'm no stranger to pain, believe me. Hey, would you like some hot chocolate?
Listen, I've been enough trouble to you already.
Oh, no. Trouble is my middle name.
Please,
All right.
can you handle it all right?
Oh, sure. You know, these things happen to you, and you learn to live with them.
Be careful. Watch it.
Yeah.
Easy does it.
Haste makes waste.
Stitching time saves 9.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
There
Oh, that's going to hit the spot.
Well,
Here's looking at you.
go.
Willis, I don't know where to block.
Not only hit the spot, it burned it right off. I've got a first aid kit in my room. I'll go get it.
Okay, let me help you.
No, please, I'd rather do it
No,
myself.
I can help you. Willis?
Clara!
Where are you, Willis?
Clara!
Willis?
Oh!
Willis, I think I'm just going to crawl in my room.
Clara, wait a minute.
What?
How do I get in touch with you in the city?
Oh, I live at 2014 North Grover.
Well, how do I get there?
Ask any ambulance driver.
Stay tuned now for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show, following station identification.
And now, back to the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Well, I was thinking how much fun it'd be to do a musical.
On Broadway?
Well, there ain't none in Sylacauga. I mean, Broady rhythm. You got me, everybody dance along and listen to the lullaby of.
You're serious.
Well, of course I am. There's dozens of parts we could play.
You may be right. Open your eyes, Broadway. Ethel Merman can't last forever.
And Robert Preston, you ain't the only rooster in that hen house.
Right.
We're ready.
Yeah. Well, almost ready.
What do you mean almost?
Haircut, simply terrible. Necktie, the worst. Bearing, just unbearable. What to tackle first still? You've got possibilities, though you're just a bit square. Red hot possibilities underneath. There's something there.
Boy, are you wrong. Swear. Why, underneath all this, there's a real swinger.
What are you doing?
Swinging.
No, Jim, listen, It's a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Boy, boy, crazy boy, get cool, boy. Got a rocket in your pocket, keep coolly cool, boy.
How we doing?
I tell you what, forget West Side Story. Oh, there are lots of other good parts we can play, like, I am 16 going on 17.
You are not.
Well, neither is Mary Martin.
Listen, you can handle those sweet parts, but I'm looking to change my image.
Go ahead, what you got in mind?
Oh, something sexy and sophisticated.
I love the looks of you, the lure of you.
Of course.
I'd like to make a tour of you.
What?
The eyes, the arms, the mouth, the view. The east, west, north, and the
Watch it.
south.
Woo! the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth.
My grin of impetuous youth don't get that.
Yet there's that slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth.
It's like mother's milk to me. It is.
I believe in you.
And I believe in you.
If they could see us now, that's fancy Broadway group, a traipsing around this $1 million chicken coop.
I bet they'd fight to put our name up in lights.
You could do Shakespeare, you'd look stunning in tights.
Watch it.
Tonight the king and I, tomorrow Camelot. Let's try Virginia Woolf.
It's such a dirty plot.
What a step up, holy cow. They'd never believe it if those guys could see us now.
We'll show them what they're missing, Jimmy.
Thought we just did.
Oh, no, we don't want to be typecast.
Oh, that's right. Versatility counts.
Yeah.
But what could we do from here?
Well, we could go to that moment in every Broadway show where the leading lady looks wistfully into her lover's eyes and sings a romantic ballad.
Yeah.
Okay? They say that falling in love is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you.
Jim.
What'd you say, son?
Did I hurt you, honey?
Oh, I can read lips. Don't worry.
Hey, you know, there's one part I've always wanted to do.
Which one?
The love interest in Carousel.
You would make a wonderful Julie Jordan.
No, not Julie Jordan. The stars part.
I wonder what he'll think of me. I guess he'll call me the old man.
Yeah, and I could do.
When I marry Mr. Snow.
I don't think that would work. How do you feel about Rex Harrison?
Well, if we can't have Mr. Snow, I guess he'd do.
I mean in My Fair Lady.
Oh, that'd take too much work.
No,
That's
no, no.
hard.
Now listen to
That's
me and
too
repeat
hard.
after me. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Now you try.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
You heard it here first. Now listen, Jim, try it. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly up there in the plain.
Let's try it with some music, Harry. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
I think that's better.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. I think she's got it. Boy, you sure do catch on fast.
You're a good teacher. Hey, can I teach you one now, a sexy, torchy one?
Well, sure.
Okay, well, you got to get into the mood because attitude is all important. Say,
Okay.
well, you don't have to put your hand on your hip.
I said I couldn't have Mr. Snow.
Here we go. What do I have I didn't have?
Boss, you may fire me for this.
You know, in every Broadway show, well, it's the last time I ate lox before a show. In every Broadway show, you have to dance. Are your little tootsies ready for that?
Carol, you are talking to the George Murphy of Lower Alabama.
Harry, give him a modest introduction.
Everything is rosy when with my Rosie.
I'm so glad you chose me. How could I be blue?
Now my life is rosy.
See how delighted we'll be
I'm so glad you chose me.
when you are cozy with me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song.
When love is right,
Then
what could be wrong? Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me.
I don't know how many of you know this or not, but I raised my kid sister, Christine. I had her from the time she was 12 until she got married when she was 20 years old. And it was great fun. It became a little difficult when I was married because at that time she was in about 16 years old. And a teenage sister living in the house with you presents several problems. I'm sure all of you know that. And, well, before this introduction gets longer than the sketch we're going to do about it, let me give you an example.
Do you mind? Do you?
What's the matter? Don't you like good music?
Yes. Yes, I like good music. Have you ever heard of Tchaikovsky or Stokowski or Stravinsky?
Who are they?
Who are they? The Rolling Stones of Poland, okay?
You two fighting again? What's the matter? Roger's in another one of his jolly moods.
I tell you, those records of hers are going to break my eardrums one of these days. Where were you when I was about to be drafted?
So excited.
Your sister.
Why do you keep saying your sister?
Oh, did you think she was my sister? You mean to tell me there's been a stranger living in the house for 2 years and neither one of us knew it?
Bad day at the office.
Yeah. Godzilla's in the refrigerator again. She's not careful, she's going to get frostbite.
Oh, honey, every teenager is that way. They're always eating.
Yeah, some of them get fat, she gets tall.
Well, I was like that when I was 16. I was tall and gawky, and look how beautifully I turned out. Watch it.
What kind of a teenager is she anyway? She sits around here all night. Why doesn't she go out and protest something?
Roger, not so loud. She's very sensitive.
About what?
About being 16 and never been arrested.
Honey, look, she's a nice kid and I like her. I mean, I really do. But she's got to find some other kind of a social life besides us.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You know the boy who lives next door, Willie Kessler?
Little Willie Kessler?
Yeah.
Sure. What about him?
Well, I ran into him today when I was getting off the bus, and he's coming over tonight to take Chris out for a walk.
How come he suddenly developed an interest in Chris?
Well, why shouldn't he? They're in the same class. They're the same age. She's very sweet, and...
And what?
I gave him $1. Chrissy, you know Willie Kessler?
Yeah. He's a drag, a creep, a loser. He's homely, dumb, and boring, and he's so short.
Well, nobody's perfect. Anyway, I ran into him today on the street, and he's coming over tonight. He asked me for permission to take you for a walk.
A walk? What am I, a Cocker Spaniel or something?
Come on, Chris, he's a nice kid. He really is. You don't want to hurt his feelings, do you? Besides, honey, you and your sister and I would like to have a little more time amongst ourselves.
Well, if you put it that way, I'll go.
Oh, good girl. Now, will you do me a favor when you... tonight... Well, number one, would you take your feet off the couch?
Sorry.
And when you go out, will you try to be a little helpless and feminine?
What?
Helpless and feminine. The other day I saw you changing a tire for a fella and you were holding up the back end of his car.
He didn't have a jack.
Right, you're supposed to be a girl, not King Kong. Well, that's probably Willie. Come on, clear up this mess. Come on, hurry.
Hello, Mr. Bradford. Hi, Willie. Come on in. Chris will be with you in a minute.
Wonderful.
Hey, Willie, how tall are you?
5'5" and an 8.
Do you ever think about investing in some elevator shoes?
I'm wearing them.
Sit down right over here. Make yourself comfortable, Willie, old boy. Here, Willie. Sit right over there. There you go. Boy, do I envy you. Young, attractive, carefree, taking a girl for a walk tonight. Maybe even stealing a kiss.
A kiss?
Well, sure. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's asking a lot for $1.
Told you he was too short for me.
No, he's not. All you have to do is just slump a little bit like this, and nobody will notice. It's very in. All the models do it.
Great. First you ruined my evening, and now my posture.
Now, come on, let's not keep him waiting. Now, remember, when you get out there, be feminine, helpless, and slump.
Strong, masculine, and stand up straight.
Well, hi, Willie. My God. You know Chris, don't you?
Willie.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, come on. No, don't worry. Come on. Have a nice time. Kids, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about staying on there. Wonderful. Bye. Alone at last. I can't believe it. Let me make you comfortable, honey.
Well, aren't you sweet, darling? Tonight. Roger?
Huh?
I can't tell you what a thrill it is for me to sit here and watch you read your newspaper.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
Roger, what time is it?
8:30.
Where are they? Why aren't they back?
They just left.
I'm worried.
About what?
Just how much do we know about little Willie Kessler?
What are you talking about? He's a nice, harmless little kid.
Yeah, that's the kind that always turns out to be dangerous. For all I know, little Willie Kessler may be another Jack the Ripper. Oh, my poor baby sister!
Carol, stop it. You're being ridiculous.
No, and I'm the one who told her to be helpless and feminine, and she's out in the middle of the night with that teenage werewolf.
Carol, for heaven's sakes, she's perfectly safe. Oh, come on, honey. Listen to me. Remember when we were kids? I used to take you for a walk, and... If he tries anything like that, kill him.
I'm gonna go find him.
Honey, I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to say that. There's nothing to worry about. You're being...
Chris, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
I told you.
All right, take it easy.
See, darling, we're your family. You can tell us anything, sweetheart. Don't be afraid.
What is it?
Sit down. Tell us, sweetheart. Did he get fresh?
Here you are, darling. What is it? What happened?
You know that mud puddle down the block?
Yeah.
Well, we were crossing it.
Yeah?
And I slipped.
Yeah?
And by accident...
What?
I dropped him.
That poor baby. I bet she's in there crying her eyes out.
Probably in there eating her head off.
Roger, you're heartless. You know that? I'll bet you $1 she's in there right now crying.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've got a bet, baby.
Here's the mustard.
Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, dreaming of the someone you could be. Life is a reality. You can't always run away. You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those dowdy feathers and fly. Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl. Don't be so scared of changing and jumping down from the shelf. A little bit, hey there, Georgie girl. There's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change there'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl, a new Georgie girl.
Next week, Carol's guests will be Nanette Fabre and Art Carney.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night.
The part of Willie was played by Flip Mark. The Carol Burnett Show has been brought to you by Fab. With real borax gives you a new kind of clean. A clean you want to get close to. Fab.